Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your non-local bedhead here. Might as well be one of the fucking actors they hired for the witches to play one of the witches when they're taking off their makeup and stuff. Completely just eradicated, but I gotta be honest with you, it was getting really hot. It just didn't feel good filming videos, and my hair did not help with all like that long hair. I was burning up. So I feel more refreshed. I feel fresher, I have to be honest. The hair will grow back at some point in the future, so hopefully you understand why I got my hair cut. So your non-local bedhead here. I'll just say your local bedhead here anyways. We're gonna be diving into Nukes Top 5, Top 10 scary videos of what the is that. And if you like this type of content, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We will go ahead and dive into this. I'll pause it when I want to talk, give you my personal thoughts on each video. And Nuke is one of those channels that I genuinely have a fun time watching. Always have, probably always will. Grew up on this channel. Me and my friend used to watch it all the time. It's nostalgic for me. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the video, guys, and I'll give you guys my thoughts during and, of course, after the video.
Concerned father Chris from Fargo, North Dakota says that his 4-year-old son has been behaving very strangely. He says that over the last 3 or 4 days, the child has said that he just doesn't want to go in the bedroom because he says, quote, "There's a monster in there."
Don't you love hearing that?
Chris just dismissed these claims as a child's overactive imagination. But then, one night at around 2 a.m., the boy is fast asleep in bed when something happens that Chris and his wife simply can't explain. Something truly shocking.
In accordance with YouTube guidelines, no one was injured in this footage.
The boy cries out when he appears to get shoved out of bed by some invisible force. Chris says that his son cried out in shock, but thankfully, the boy was okay and completely unharmed. Chris says that...
Okay, I want to go back really quick. Okay, there's a cut. There is a cut right there. I'm not sure if I buy too much. Okay, you see how like it was completely paused for a second and then it was just like boom, like they just completely cut it. And of course, the child is in a blanket, so you can't really tell if it was the real child who was thrown or not. Yeah, that's already a red flag in my opinion. Not saying the kid could not have been covered up in the blankets. Of course, the kid could have been. But it looks like it doesn't even look like the kid was the one being thrown. Yeah, it doesn't even look like. I think that's fake. Again, you could tell the cut. You could see that whatever was thrown didn't even look like it had any weight to it, like a child would.
The boy cries out when he appears to get shoved out of bed.
Yeah, no, I just don't buy it. It doesn't look real.
By some invisible force. Chris says that his son cried out in shock, but thankfully, the boy was okay and completely unharmed. Chris says that the previous owner of their house passed away right in the living room. And he wonders if this tragic history has anything to do with what's happening to their son. Hold the door.
I don't know.
A woman named...
I don't know. It's really hard to tell with the pink light, but I think I'm not crazy there when I say that it looks like there is a cut from the moment the kid is just laying there completely still, and then when the kid just gets picked up and thrown. Can I just say that whoever's moving in the blankets looks a little bigger than a baby. And maybe toddler size, but it looks bigger. Like that whole... Okay, whoever's clearly moving in that blanket is a lot bigger than a child. A normal child, it looks like. Like, here's a leg right here. There's the behind of whoever it is, and up here must be the shoulder and head. I don't know. It just doesn't really add up.
Chris says that the previous owner of their house passed away right in the living room.
Okay, but why would the owner want to hurt a child You know, why would the owner, if the owner was left here, why would the owner want to go in there and just randomly toss a child off the bed? It would make no sense to me.
And he wonders if this tragic history has anything to do with what's happening to their son. Hold the door. A woman named Nadine has been experiencing some very strange and unexplained events in her home in Alabama.
Oh, the dog is getting aggravated. Oh my God.
Now, many viewers believe that they can hear a voice whisper something after the dog barks that sounds like, "Lay over there." But what do you hear, if anything? As for Nadine, she says that she's a skeptic and doesn't really believe in ghosts at all. But then one night, she's looking after her 2-year-old daughter Blake, and something happens that freaks her right out.
Blakey, you okay? Do you want me to go open the door? Why? No? Okay. Okay, I'm honestly freaking the f out and I don't know what to do. Just a couple minutes ago, I got up and I closed my door because she kept pointing to my room saying, "Mommy, mommy, someone's over there." And she was terrified. She was terrified. Of course, freaking me out. So I went over there and she just said, "No, mommy, come here, mommy, sit, mommy, don't go over there." And so I called the dog and I closed the door, and as you can see, dude, she's still terrified. She's still terrified. She doesn't want me going over there. She doesn't want me to open the door.
Isn't that when the door's gonna open?
Dude, I'm terrified. Blakey, mommy's gonna go open the door, okay? I'll be right back. It's okay. I'll be right back.
Your funeral. Kid, your funeral.
And now she's hiding her face. Dude, what the
You are like...
It's okay.
You're not helping her at all. You know, and I'm not trying to tell someone how to be a parent, especially coming from somebody who isn't a parent. I shouldn't be this person. But I would certainly be the voice of comfort in this situation. I wouldn't be standing next to the door, looking at her like that, looking back at the door, looking at her like that, like... I'm gonna open the fucking door. All right, go ahead and hide behind the counter. I'm not gonna terrify my kid like that. If my kid thinks there's someone in the room, I'm going to do my best to try to make sure they are aware that there's nothing to be afraid of. It's like, oh man, the anticipation. And now her kid's like actually telling her not to do it and stuff.
Hey, baby.
Now you just see like run across the floor.
Okay, okay.
You know, like...
Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, tell me I'm not... What do I do?
Little 2-year-old Blake is terrified of...
There's nothing there. Comfort your kid. Don't look at the camera saying, what do I do? If that was my mom doing that to me when I was that young, I'd be fucking pissing myself. Normally, they would just be like, you know, okay, there's nothing there. It's okay, you know, there's nothing to be afraid of. And that would help. But, like, making it look like that there might be something there and then, like, you know, being intense about opening the door, it's like, fuck that, dude.
Something in Nadine's bedroom. So much so that Nadine has to close the door to calm her daughter down. So could it be that little Blake saw a supernatural entity? Or just what was scaring her?
It's possible.
Let me know what you think.
It's possible. I mean, the kid is looking pretty convinced, so I'm sure the kid might have seen something. But again, I just think, you know, there's a time and place if you're going to do your research, you know, maybe not involve your kid, because I just think that can make things insanely uncomfortable for your child, I'd assume. I mean, I was a kid at one point, and I'm going to tell you right now, we lived in a haunted house, and this kind of stuff was terrifying. There were times where I didn't even want to go in a room by myself.
Alone on the farm. Tasha D and her husband move into an 1840s farmhouse in rural upstate New York. The happy couple begins to renovate their new home, but soon Tasha begins to experience some very unsettling and unexplained events. These strange incidents only seem to occur when Tasha is home alone, so her husband is a bit skeptical. So one day, a picture frame in the house inexplicably falls to the floor. Tasha grabs her phone and starts to record in hopes of proving to her husband that something's just not quite right in the old farmhouse.
See, and you think I'm crazy. The first time I'm here by myself, there's a picture on the floor, and it just...
But things soon start to get even weirder, because the family dogs begin to act really strange.
Proper, good response. I'd run.
Why are you running?
Jesus. Face the camera at the door.
Another day, and Tasha is recording a candid video of her dogs to post to Snapchat when this happens.
Look at them, destroying the living room over one toy. Silly.
Right after posting the video to Snapchat, a worried friend reaches out to Tasha to warn her about what seems to be a strange shadow-like figure moving up the wall right beside her dogs. Tasha has no idea what the creepy shadow could be, so she shares her story to TikTok, hoping to find answers. The video soon grabbed the attention of millions of concerned TikTok viewers who wonder if Tasha might have awakened a paranormal presence by renovating the 180-year-old farmhouse. And then, one night just after midnight, someone rings Tasha's doorbell. When she checks the security camera, what she sees chills her to her core.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
A dark shadow can be seen moving towards the outside deck chair and appears to just take a seat. It then gets up, moves away towards the right, and disappears. So did Tasha and her family move into a haunted farmhouse? Could the renovations be upsetting a lingering paranormal presence, causing it to act out? Let me know what you think.
I'll tell you right now, the dogs obviously sense something. So if there was something that was really moving up the wall, like something spiritual, right? Why the hell didn't the dogs react to it? And of course, she had to be recording them in the room where the shadow happened, right? Of course, you know, they were doing something, they were playing around, and then she was like filming over there, and then all of a sudden we see a shadow go up the wall. And then we see another shadow in front of the cameras. I just don't know if I buy it. Looked like someone edited a shadow in there.
Imaginary friend.
Ah.
A woman from Oregon says that her young daughter claims that there is something living in their basement, hiding in the storage area just underneath the stairs. At first, of course, the mother dismisses these claims, just thinking it's the little girl's overactive imagination. But that same day, after hearing something strange coming from the basement, the mom decides to check the footage from their security camera. What she sees chills her to her core.
Yo, what the fuck?
Did you see it?
I did.
A small pale hand can be seen reaching out from under the stairs before just disappearing. Even creepier, both the child and the family cat seem to spot this bizarre apparition. The little girl even seems to wave at something that we can't see. Now, unfortunately, this video was shared to the internet without a direct source, so we'll probably never know
Okay, but
just what.
The cat's not looking at it. The cat is looking off where the chair is. It's not even looking towards the hand. So I don't know if the cat noticed it or not. The kid obviously noticed it, but the cat, not so much. Still bizarre. Still a little weird. Still a little creepy.
Happened here.
Oh.
What walks in the woods?
What walks?
Reddit user No Recognition 1998 says that this video was caught on a trail cam 20 miles out into the Idaho woods in the middle of nowhere. Now, there is no reason that anyone would be this far out in these isolated woods at this time of night. So what is this? Someone or something walks past a forest trail cam at 4.
It's somebody on drugs. Straight up, no doubt in my mind. I mean, it's obviously a person. Some scrawny dude.
37 in the morning, in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere.
People on drugs, man.
Curious Reddit viewers point out that this strange humanoid figure just looks kinda off.
But it's a guy. The reason why it looks off is because obviously the lighting and the time of night. And that's why it looks weird. Weirder than what it normally probably would. But it's definitely a dude, probably hopped up on drugs, walking around. And, I mean, he's obviously on, he's looking around and stuff. He's obviously hopped up on something. Again, you're right, though. This is 2018. More than likely, he was just on something and doesn't even know where the hell he is at the moment.
They say it's perhaps not even human at all, as
Oh my
it seems
God.
to have very pale skin, thin, frail arms.
Oh my God. Fucking people, man. Pale skin. Do you let me tell you. Look at that shit, man. I'm shooting light back at my own fucking light, man. That could be me standing right there, man, walking around the woods, actually, now that I think about it. That could be actually me. It probably is me.
And a long
And
neck.
scrawny. And people can have long necks, too. My neck is not all that long. And it looks like the guy might not have any hair, too.
Now, is this a very lost and very strange person wandering around the remote woods of Idaho?
Probably.
Or is it something else?
No.
I leave that for you to decide.
That's just, to me, that's silly. To me, this one is a little silly because it's obviously a guy. It's obviously a dude on something walking around the woods late at night. I have seen people on drugs late at night walking around town. And yeah, you avoid them.
Lurking in the darkness. Now, this next extremely popular video was suggested so much, probably close to 1,000 times, there was really no choice but to feature it here on Nukes Top 5. So, Dustin Frazier says that he works the night shift at an allegedly haunted hotel in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. One night, Dustin is recording a Snapchat video to send to his friend when something happens that makes his blood run cold.
I just got to work and I feel like, like all day today, I felt bad. Honestly, it's less like a little bit. I felt bad. And I don't know. I just, like, I feel like I need to go to a doctor, but like I'm constantly just like nauseous. And I don't really know why. Like, I have tried
Son of a bitch.
like, take medicine for it and stuff, but I
Gosh,
don't know,
dang,
it
that
doesn't
just
seem
scared
like
the
it
shit
really
out of me.
does anything. But if you wanted to swing by, and say, hey, like, you could, oh, I can't see. I also hate that they always keep this room so fucking dark. Like, come on now. But anyways, yeah, if you wanted to swing by and say, hey, then, you know, you could. But yeah, I'm just chilling.
Throughout the video, strange voices and whispering can be heard.
I felt bad. Honestly, it's less like a little bit. I had to like take anything. And I also hate that they always keep this room so fucking dark.
Wait.
Like, come on now.
But creepiest of all, something can be seen standing
Yeah, it looks like a guy with a mask.
in the shadows just
That looks like a mask. As a matter of fact, it looks insanely much like a Halloween mask. I don't know if I buy it. And one of the reasons also why I just don't buy it either is because of the way the guy is talking. The guy is very much talking and repeating himself a lot, trying to keep the conversation going for the sake of the video, just so he can get, make the length of him walking around the building so you can see the guy standing there and the voices, obviously. And even at one point, I thought one of them sounded like a police siren outside when he was by the door. But I could be wrong about that, but that really scared the shit out of me. I'll give you this, though. If it is fake, it still scared the shit out of me.
Behind Dustin, not once, but twice. Some
Yeah, I
dark
saw that
figure
too.
with a distorted skeletal face. Now, at the time I'm recording this story, this video has gained a massive audience of over 19 million viewers, making it the most popular and most suggested video. But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. We need scary videos, so if you see a
Ironically, that's probably the friend he even told to come over. That's probably the friend he told to come over. He's probably just standing right there.
scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Caught on camera.
Oh,
Reddit user Justin says that he and his family recently bought and moved into a historic 1800s terrace house in London, England. But during renovations, Justin says his doorbell security camera caught something really creepy.
oh God. Oh, fuck. That just scared the shit out of me. What am I so jumpy for? Somebody's trying to rob you. No, thank you.
Around 10 p.m. at night, someone or something can be seen quickly taking a peek at Justin's front door. Then whoever or whatever it is appears to walk past the car in the driveway before disappearing off camera. Now, with the house's 200-year history, Justin is worried that his renovations might have triggered some paranormal presence to act out.
Nope. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. That, my good sir, is you live in a very public place. I can tell there are street lights out there. I am sure that is either somebody up on drugs or they were checking to make sure they could rob you, and when they saw the camera, they probably started walking away awkwardly. It looks like they peeked, saw the camera, walked on.
But worried Reddit viewers warn Justin that he might be dealing with something even scarier. A trespassing stranger that is scoping out his house for unknown reasons. So is this a ghost? Or is this a very real and potentially dangerous?
Dude, this Nukes top 5 should be the top 10 creepiest people caught on camera. Right? That's what this should have been called instead of... Well, I guess it's, what the F is that? Makes sense, actually, now that I think about it. Definitely, most of these are not even paranormal related. Most of these are definitely just somebody who either might be hopped up on drugs or trying to rob somebody.
Person.
Or a prank.
You decide.
Or a hoax, right?
Frozen in fear. In this creepy video, a woman begins recording when her dog refuses to come back inside their house. The dog seems frozen in place and refuses to even look back at his owner as she calls to him.
Nigel, what are you doing? Nigel.
Holy shit.
The dog appears to be frozen in fear as it stares at something behind a shed in their backyard. When the woman slowly looks around the corner, her heart almost stops as she sees 2 creepy glowing eyes staring right back at her.
Big, whatever it is.
Now the video
Oh my
abruptly ends here and was reposted to the internet by social media outlets that just don't bother to credit the source. So with no explanation, it's hard to say exactly what's going on here.
Looks like another animal. If I had to guess. And whatever kind of animal it is, it might be another dog. Is sitting down, whatever it is, and it's just looking over at him. I'm not sure if it's like a predator or anything, because I just don't know if it's a predator or anything like that. It kind of looks like another dog. Hopefully it wasn't like, a lion or a mountain lion, those cougar or whatnot, terrifying to see in your backyard.
But the dog's freaked out reaction is strange.
No, he's like,
so just what
shit.
do you think this dog is seeing looking back from the darkness? Cursed. A young woman in Japan claims that her grandmother kept a cursed photo album locked in one of her cupboards. The woman believes that her grandmother might have dabbled in dark magic, and that the cursed photo album and her grandmother's strange rituals might have led to her grandfather's strange, unexplained death 12 years earlier. Her grandfather allegedly took his own life inside the home, but the circumstances were very suspicious. The young woman says that for her part, she once viewed the cursed album herself, but that she became seriously ill immediately afterwards.
Oh my god. Some sort of stuff going on, huh?
Since then, the young woman's grandmother has passed away, but she is still afraid of the home and the creepy photo album. She asks anonymous paranormal investigator Kaneko to remove and destroy the album, warning him that everyone who views the photo album becomes ill, and that some of her family even believes that the cursed album can possess the viewer. So Kaneko explores the old abandoned home and finds the album.
And you just showed me pictures from it? Oh my gosh.
But he
what were you
too
thinking?
starts to become ill and is forced to quickly leave the house, leaving behind both his phone and camera as he dashes out. YouTube channel Fourth Wall is contacted and asked to retrieve his equipment and analyze the footage. What they find is downright chilling. Recovered footage from a phone that was used as a static camera shows a portrait of the woman's late grandfather just falling to the floor for unknown reasons. But that's not all, because Kaneko has actually recorded the moment he found and looked through the cursed photo album on camera. Something happens that Kaneko claims that he doesn't remember at all. Something terrifying.
Maybe the house is trash, man. I'm a clean fanatic. I kind of want to clean it. Yo, anybody home? Oh, that must be the photo album. Yeah, look. Strange state of decay. I mean, it's probably old, man. Looks like I got rain damage, too. Thank you. Don't be like somebody's fucking face or something like that. Looks like the doll moved. So do you think he was possessed? Yeah, it makes sense.
Did you see it?
I did.
Kaneko hears a strange sound coming from somewhere.
And then there looks like somebody just, it looks like maybe sitting there on the other side of the glass. And it's interesting that that happened because I actually was looking at the see-through glass and the walls and whatnot, because normally in these style of videos, that normally is what happens in them. It's almost like a cliche with these kind of videos. And for him to set the camera facing the wall instead of what was going on, or just like looking like he even dropped it, it didn't even look like he dropped it. It looked like he set it down. It's the small things like that that don't really add up to me. Because and if you're like running away, you're not really going to care about what happens to the camera at that point. If you're that scared, you're just going to drop it. But if you set it down and leave it, why not just take it with you? Because clearly you were calm enough to just set it down. So I think you'd be calm enough just to grab it and run out of the room. But for some reason, he sets it down facing the wall, and then it still is there. It just doesn't add up. And again, that is a cliche I see a lot in these kind of videos, where it's just someone sitting on the other side of a door, or like you see their face and they slowly back up. You know, it's a common theme.
They're inside the house. But when
See,
he
he set
turns
it
to
down.
look, someone can be seen kneeling behind the glass of a sliding door. But Kaneko says there was no one else inside that house with him. After analyzing the footage, YouTube channel Fourth Wall believes that the woman's grandmother might have been responsible for her grandfather's death, and that his spirit is unable to move on. Watcher in the Woods. YouTuber Creepy Outdoors frequently sets out to explore and spend the night deep in the wilderness of Canada. On one of these trips, he sets up camp just like any other night and scouts through the woods with a flashlight and a GoPro camera. But this time, something very unexpected happens, and things take a creepy turn.
Huh. You go fuck yourself.
Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Oh.
I don't like that.
Okay. That
Why
was f***ing creepy.
Why was he so calm? Oh, hello. You're in the middle of the woods at night and you hear somebody, I see you. You can go fuck yourself first off. You're like, okay, well, you can go fuck yourself then. This is why you have a gun. I got a fucking gun here. Dude, dude. Look how many trees there are. They could be anywhere out there.
I need to get out of here.
Yes, you do.
The camper thinks he hears movement in the remote woods, so he cuts his flashlight so he can't be seen. But the joke is on him, because just then, a high-pitched voice can be heard calling out, I see you.
Oh, oh, hi.
Now he's
Oh,
feeling
hi,
a
Mark.
little on edge and wondering if there might be someone or something stalking him in the dark woods. He decides to just quickly head back to the safety of his camp. The experienced explorer says this is the scariest sound he's ever heard in the woods. Even though he was somewhere deep in the Canadian wilderness and completely removed from any towns or cities, he says that he hopes that the voice belonged to just a fellow camper having a laugh. You can watch this entire video over on the
Oh my
YouTube
God.
channel, Creepy Outdoors.
That was good. That last one was easily the creepiest. Oh, fuck that, dude. Yeah, that one has to be my favorite one of all of them. This was a pretty good episode. It's just a lot of them I just can deem as probably just not legitimate. I can just say that in my own personal opinion. It just, some of them did not look believable at all. The one in the beginning again, where it looked like the kid was just, it was cut away and then there was something else was thrown and then the kid was just placed on the ground and then they add like a sound effect where he was screaming. That's kind of what I think would happen. And then again, if you see a shadow go up the wall and the dogs were already reacting to something there, why weren't they reacting to the shadow going up the wall? It just doesn't add up with what the dogs have been doing. That number one, though, and some of the camera footage ones were actually quite creepy. I got jump scared a couple times, but that last one there, was actually like, if that was me in that situation, my eyes would be watering. I'd be crying. I'd be like, oh, this is fucked up. What am I doing out here? What was this? Why did I do this? So that one's my favorite. Guys, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Again, if you like this type of content, you want some more content like this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and again, go support the original video. Link will be in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Do take care.
JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after all these paranormal clowns. He's watching, not letting get away. On his way, JCARTSARTS, tearing the fakers apart. He with his heart, no one dare tell him can't react, because JCARTS has your back. Yeah, JCARTSARTS has your back. JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after me. If you caught or can't stay, JCARTSARTS is through. You won't be mended.